Now, before I get into this video, I want you guys to put yourselves in the mindset, from a neutral perspective. Be a third party instead of, being biased because you're a Chelsea fan or because, you're sorry in or sorry out. I want you guys to really, you know, dig deep. Also, I want you guys to salute to Luffy, for all my anime fans out there. Um, but yeah, also like, share, subscribe. But it has been reported by Sport Italia, Alfredo Padula, who a guy that's been pretty spot on with this sorry news. He was the one of the few people that that reported on us getting sorry in the first place. He's one of those guys that was one of the main ones on top of that. So he's credible, although it's still rumors and speculation at this point. Um, it's reported that Sarri's agent had a long meeting with the Chelsea staff in regards to how can all parties leave happy, pretty much. How can Juve come up with the funds to pay Sarri out of his contract, to opt out of his contract, which is about 5 to 6 million in compensation. So yeah, when I'm gonna go from Sarri's perspective instead of my perspective first. When you look at the possibility of us having this transfer ban, and with the squad that we have, with the deadwood that we have on this team, it's just not good enough, And Sarri wants to win now, and understandably so. Like, if you're Sarri in or Sarri out, I know you guys have seen by now the images of Sarri just looking at his medal, like it was, he was so awkward, and in a way it was kind of cute for an old man. He's like, imagine your grandpa that has been working all his life for a certain thing. Maybe not. Imagine you witnessing your grandpa achieve one of his long life goals, right? And finally it happened. And he said it himself. He has to win now. I mean, the guy is in his 60s, and he's dedicated 30 years of this football, blood, sweat, and tears into this, and he wants to win now. And understandably so. He knows he's not going to be here much longer, as far as coaching and managing much longer. He doesn't want to manage until he's 80 years old, like the Crystal Palace manager. I can't think of his name, Roy Hodgson. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to manage that long. He wants to win now, and that's why I've said for a while now that Sarri was the perfect manager at just the wrong time. This transfer ban has really come at a really bad time because we got some ballers on the free agent market, or players that like Rabiot that can go on a free, right, because he's a free agent. And you got players like Neres and Delic. I can't pronounce it. Delight. It's the Dutch captain, right? The Ajax captain. We have big ballers like that we can't even go after because this transfer ban. And when you look at it from Sarri's perspective, it's fair. I mean, it's hard to go against that. Of course, I want him to stay because the guy, he went so far beyond what everybody wanted. Everybody at the board told him that he had to accomplish. He finished third. That was the objective, Champions League football. He took us to 2 finals, and we beat Arsenal 4-1. I'm still checking for that Arsenal parade that they were gonna have. I'm still looking for one. Man, that you can just use that for anything, man. But I'm still, I can't believe it still, man. It just hasn't come to fruition that we beat them 4-1. And Arsenal Fan TV, it didn't disappoint. But yeah, but I'm gonna give you the Chelsea's perspective. This is, like I said, it seems like more of a mutual agreement that both parties want to depart because Sarri wants to win now, and Chelsea looks like they're going to accept this transfer ban, which I believe is now the deadline for them to appeal is done. So I think that they're going to go that route and just serve the 2-year ban, the 2 transfer window ban, and then bring in their replacement. Now I would not accept. I've been hearing reports. I would not accept if Allegri is appointed a manager. That's just disgraceful. All right. If we appoint Allegri, I would never forgive the Chelsea board. I will not stop until they're gone. Even Roman. If we hire Allegri and fire Sarri, right? I do not want to play any pragmatic football anymore. I don't want to sit back and lose to Ajax when we clearly are the favorites. I don't want to. No, I don't want to do that. And no, that's no disrespect to Ajax. Are clearly a good bunch of lads, right? They're great. They're great talent, but they got exposed against Tottenham. They're weak aerially, and they defend too low, and they didn't go with this transfer ban, right? There's no there's no guarantees that we can get the targets that we want this summer, right? Because FIFA held the documents that we needed to appeal for this, and by the time if they even did it, by the time they did it, we will only have like a few weeks to get any signings. Because you know the new transfer deadline day is August 8th. They changed it from the 31st to the 8th, so it's shortened. The time span that we would have to sign players, it wouldn't be enough time. You know, players got to move their families, they got to move their children, they got to find new schools for their kids. You know, it takes a lot of time for this. You just can't do it within a few weeks or a couple weeks. This is why Chelsea have decided to accept the ban. And so both parties, I believe, are it's more of a mutual thing instead of them not wanting to, them not wanting to keep Sarri, although they have showed little signs of actually backing Sarri the entire time. So it looks like Lampard is still the favorite to be appointed, with Cech coming in as a sporting director. So those are some positives that we can look at it. And but like I said, I'm always gonna be Sarri and Sarri. Also, I want to salute to Eden Hazard. I'm thinking about doing a documentary. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it, because last time I did a documentary, YouTube gave me a lot of hell for it. Like, they kept copyrighting my videos. I don't understand it. But you got some people that have hundreds of thousands, even millions of views on their videos with ads, but my video is the one that get copyrighted and taken down. I don't understand it. But yeah. Also, I'm also working up a series of. It's gonna be called Scapegoat, and I'm gonna really try to do this next season. But I'm gonna try to feature it. At the end of this season, it's gonna be featuring. The first episode is gonna feature Jorginho, scapegoated a lot this season. David Luiz, scapegoated a lot this season, and Kovacic, a player that a lot of people say, oh, he doesn't contribute to goals. He does. That's not his role. That's not what he's great at. He's a number 6. He's a defensive midfielder. He wins challenges. He wins 50-50s. He's great defensively. He's not a player that you can play through the middle and distribute passes and get average 10 assists a season. No, he's not that player. So, with that being said, I'm gonna be reporting on, and as soon as I get more news about it, I'm gonna do a video on it. I just wanted to get this out there, but it has been reported that Sarri has been released from Chelsea via the Sport Italia, and Alfredo Padulla has been reporting that Ramadani, Sarri's agent, has had a long meeting with Chelsea, and that they have agreed to part ways. That all they need now is Juve to come in and pay the compensation, the $5.5 million, $6 million compensation. So, anyways, guys, salute to Luffy. This is the Pride, and I'm out.